That's why when Grand Theft Auto 6 was like, oh, they're going to charge $130 or whatever, or $100, whatever they're going to charge. I think it was be like 130 for Australians. I was like, if any game studio has earned the right to charge $100, it is Rockstar. That's totally fine. I'm absolutely okay with paying that much money for a video game made by them. Unfortunately, them doing that is going to make EA and Ubisoft and all the other game companies being like, oh, that's just what games cost now. Great. Here's slop that doesn't play well and is shit for $90, you know? But it's not $100, it's $90.
I do think it's odd, like, I see a lot of, and you get this across anything with a subscription, basically, like,
Yeah.
particularly, I play a lot of old school RuneScape, and dude, the amount of people that complain about $12 a month, and it's like, brother, you're playing this game for like 40, 50 hours a month. You break it down, like, you've literally paid
the value for money is
1.5 iced lattes a month for that entertainment. It's like, dude, this is cheap, the cheapest thing you'll buy, like,
that you get the most amount of value from. I mean, the only other like monthly fee type thing that you can get even more value out of is the Lewis Spears Patreon. But yeah, like I play World of Warcraft, I got to pay a fee for that. I love it.
And expansions, microtransactions. I see a lot of people draw like the parallel between like, oh, WoW is this, and they let you play multiple accounts at once. Where like RuneScape, you need a subscription per account, but it's like, yeah, WoW also has expansions that make you buy.
Yes. Yes. World of Warcraft is a little bit different because, they do sting you and they're always constantly being like, well, check out this new mount and new pet.
But not nearly as egregious as, there's no pay to win. It's all cosmetic.
That's true. So, as far as my knowledge, they've never done anything that affects actual gameplay or gives you an advantage.
You could buy like I don't know, like to get level 65.
Oh yeah, you can buy like a level boost to skip the leveling experience. Yeah. Well, they went all the way up to 120.
They went back, right?
And then they did like a big numbers crunch and squished it all down and made all the numbers way smaller because people were doing like millions of damage with attacks and stuff. It was inflation. It got out of hand. So they squished it all down. And now I think the top level is 70 again, maybe.
That's what like people love to rag on RuneScape, but dude, that game has been around for fucking like 15 years.
Yeah.
And like and old school now has been around for like 10 years after they brought it back. And no microtransactions.
Yeah.
There's no other thing, and people complain so much, and they don't realize how good they've got it compared to just how much fucking.
Yeah, compared to just about every other video game,
that wants you to pay.
Yeah.
I mean, even something like League of Legends, it's like, dude, what they've done to like how the microtransactions work in that game now is like so messed up. Because it used to be just, buy a skin.
Yeah.
Here it is, this is how much it costs. And now, they got essentially gambling in the game, like with...
Really? What do they do?
It's like you... it's changed a bit now, but I know when I played like Teamfight Tactics, which is like you play it through the League game, it's like chess auto battler. Like you would buy eggs and you get little legends, and it's like random and chance, and then there's like the more you buy, you kind of like I don't know get like gems that you can I don't know. It's like
I hate all that fucking in-game currency that you got to convert to real-world money. They just made that illegal in the EU. Thank fuck.
I think France was like the first one to do that, where it's like
you have to display the actual dollar cost.
And you can't have like loot boxes and stuff. I was like,
good.
It's gambling.
Yeah, it's undeniably gambling. The loot box shit is like so bad.
I'm even dirty on like the cinemas. They only recently they changed their like kids combo thing, and now you've got the mystery toy like I mean, even McDonald's, I feel like you could ask for a specific toy, and if they had it, they'd give it to you.
Yes. And
it wasn't so blind baggy where it was like...
I think, though, like, with the Happy Meal toys, they just didn't give... They probably just had a giant cardboard box, and they're all in there. You put whatever in.
I feel like sometimes they wouldn't have all of them at once sort of thing.
Yeah.
So you might only be able to get...
So they can't put on the poster, you can pick whatever you want, because then they'll run out of whatever. Because I remember, I think it was McDonald's, or maybe it was Red Rooster, or I can't remember what it was, but it was the Simpsons couch with all the Simpsons characters. And we got the couch and we got most of the things, and we were just waiting on a Homer. And we would get, every Friday, Dad would take us through and get a Happy Meal or whatever it was. And we never got a Homer. And we kept asking them, do you guys have a Homer? We want Homer. And we never got Homer. Yes.
That's so cool.
Isn't that cool?
That. Lost memory. But yeah, because I feel like they don't, yeah. And it's probably to avoid this exact scenario, but the amount of times you go on Facebook Marketplace and you see, before the promo comes out, like 1-2 weeks, and it's just someone selling a box thing. But usually it's like, now I feel like they kind of release it in stages almost. Yeah. Keep you coming back. But yeah, I just feel like you can't do blind bags in a kid's meal, dude. So like the cinemas is already expensive.
Oh, it's like an actual bag, and you get a mystery toy. Oh, I don't like that.
Them all, like, you know.
Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, I don't like that.
Like, you already spend so much money. If you're a family taking kids there, it just feels like a really slimy business practice to kind of psychologically get these kids into gambling and to nagging their parents like, oh, like.
Yeah, it's very, very yucky. Yeah. But it works. Like, obviously, like I was saying, I was talking to someone about, I get offered like regularly thousands of dollars to do Instagram stories for gambling websites. Thousands of dollars. And I've got, you know, it's a fairly sizable platform, but like 80,000 followers on Instagram is on the grand scheme of things, fuck all. But they're trying to give me thousands of dollars for Instagram stories. And I could do two of those a week and just stack up heaps of money, but it's just very evil. Why don't we do blind bags at the shows?
I was thinking
what would we put in our blind bag?
Every order?
Yeah.
Over the next month?
Yeah, that's good.
What's gonna make people the most desperate to spend all their money?
Yeah, what makes people feel bad if they don't have all of it? And what we do real sneaky. So we have like a collection of 3. We'll do 3 little minifigures, right? And 2 of them we get 1,000 done up, and you know, we get 400 of one, 400 of the other, and then 100 or 200 of the third one. Right, and so that just incentivizes people to keep buying the blind bags so that they can maybe get the least likely one.
And we keep the last model in the set just for us. We don't put that in any orders. Yeah. Then we create...
And we lie and say that they're out there.
We go to Facebook.
Yeah.
We create a buy, swap, sell.
That's good.
For the Lewis minifigures.
Yeah.
And we run a little extortion racket there.
That's great.
It's the only person that can sell people.
Yeah, that's really good.
Set, and we charge an arm and a leg.
That's amazing.
All right, edit this out.
Yeah, this is a great business idea. We got to remove it before they realize our devious plan. I love those blind box things where sometimes you see people in the stores, like they bring in a little scale and they weigh the box.
The scale? Don't need the scale, mate. Just the hand. You can tell.
You're actually surprisingly good at that. Mitch is a great... Like, if you come to a show and you want Mitch to weigh, like, one of your titties, he could figure it out. Just go, I'm feeling a good 1.5 kilos.
What's the disparity here?
Yeah. Like, if any men are wondering which one of their nuts is heavier, you just put them both on one on each of Mitch's fingers in the meet and greet, and he'll be able to tell you.
To 2 decimal points.
Yeah, that costs $50 though, and we'll probably have to do it outside the venue.
Yeah, and you gotta buy a blind. You get a blind bag for free.
Man, one kid came to the Sydney show, underage. He didn't check the website, and he was with an of-age older brother, and they didn't let him in. I thought maybe it's just a Melbourne thing. I thought that most Melbourne places you could come in with a parent or a guardian. Who's of age, but I guess they don't do that in some places.
To me briefly, I can't remember what it was, but it was like it was an unfortunate circumstance where it either was that way a while ago and something changed and they weren't able to keep it, or like...
Oh, okay, yeah.
It was something, maybe something, they don't have gambling things there, but it was something...
I don't know.
If they served food or something like that.
Yeah. The Sydney nightlife laws are crazy. But yeah, I I felt so bad. We ran up and gave the kid a poster and a T-shirt. He was like, "Oh wow!" But you know, they did that to my son at the same venue. He was selling merch. We took him up to Sydney, and he was selling merch for me. I think how old was he? He would have been, 16 or 15.
Probably 15 if it was, because I don't. That wouldn't.
Nah, yeah, it was 15 because it wasn't last year. It was the year before. So yeah, he was 15, and you know, he's selling merch with us. And right before my show, the security guard goes, "How old are you, mate?" and just kicks him out. And we're like, "No, he's with me. He's he's working, you know, right?" But the security guard was having none of it, which I'm pretty sure I could have fought. But fucking poor kid had to stand outside in the rain while I did 2 shows. I felt so bad. Actually, I think maybe he got kicked out during the second show.